You were reading books when you were single. Every morning you wake up and then you're reading a book. But now that you have found a man, you are now in a relationship. You have totally abandoned the books that you read in the morning. I know I am talking to you. Yes, you looking at me there. I am talking to you. You have literally abandoned your morning routine and your night routine because you need to have good morning messages and good morning calls, and you need to have night calls. How do you do that? Hello, my beautiful ladies. How are you all doing today? Today's topic is very intriguing, and it is born out of the fact that as a lady, 90% of the time, you want to be around your boyfriend, you want to know what is going on with him. Even as a wife, you want to really be in your husband's business. You want to know what he's doing, what other sign, where it's going to. It's normal, okay? But how about I tell you that there's a different approach to this attitude. I'm here to tell you that it is very essential for you to maintain your sense of individuality even whilst in a relationship. What does it mean to maintain your sense of individuality? It means that you should have a life of your own outside this person. Your whole life and personality should not revolve around this person. He shouldn't be found in every corner, in every space, in everything, I don't know how to describe it, but he shouldn't be found everywhere and in everything that concerns you. You should have a space for yourself, and you should have a space where you both communicate and come together. I pray that the Lord will help us today to understand the importance of maintaining our individualities even whilst in a relationship. And He'll help us to do that. Amen. Amen. I trust Him. Now, how do you even do that? Because trust me, it's very hard. It takes a very intentional person to be able to do this. The first point on my list is that you should nurture your passion, nurture your interest. Most of the time, as a lady want to go into a relationship, you tend to forget that you had things that you were, into before you actually found this guy. You had interests, you had passions, you had hobbies. You tend to forget about all of that because now the only thing you can think about is this your boyfriend. And that should not be the case. You must learn to nurture your passion, learn to nurture your interest. If you're interested in drawing or in painting or in singing, you shouldn't end that career path or end that hobby or end that aspect of you and suck up into your boyfriend just because you want to be available. Okay? Don't do that. The next point is very crucial and very important. You must ensure that you maintain your friendships and social connections. It's no new news that whenever a lady is in love and she has a boyfriend, a newfound crush or partner, she tends to move away from her friends just to spend time with this person. Sacrifice friendship dates, friendship vacations, friendship, get-togethers just to be available for this newfound boyfriend. And I'm telling you that, sweetheart, that should not be the case. This man must understand that you have a life. You had a life before he came in, and you still have a life whilst he's in. You shouldn't make it look like you no longer have anything about you. You abandon your friends whenever you see a very nice place and you want to eat out. All the time, the only person you call or you think about is your boyfriend. You forget your best friends. You forget those friends that were there with you through the thick and thin. You even forget work relationships. You forget other aspects of your life and other relationships that you should pour into, and you just focus on this your newfound relationship. Nobody's wishing that your relationship ends, but if it does, it is these same people that you ignore when you're in a relationship that you actually do run back to. I want you to make sure that you're intentional about still pouring into your friends, creating time for them. To be very honest, you shouldn't be so available to this man. You shouldn't be so available, especially when you're not married. You should know that she doesn't have you 100%, and if he wants to have you 100% himself, he has to do the deed. He has to put the ring on the finger. If nothing is here, sweetheart, you should not be available to someone 100%. It's not the case in this. If you're in this family, we don't do that here. Okay, we do not do that here. The next thing is that you must ensure to pursue your personal growth. You were reading books every morning when you wake up to gain new knowledge. But now that you've entered a relationship, I know I'm talking to someone. I know I am talking to you. You were reading books when you were single. Every morning you wake up and then you're reading books. But now that you have found a man, you're now in a relationship, you have totally abandoned the books that you read in the morning. I know I am talking to you. Yes, you looking at me there. I am talking to you. You have literally abandoned your morning routine and your night routine because you need to have good morning messages and good morning calls, and you need to have night calls. How do you do that? Sweetheart, have some self-control. You see, I actually came to realization that self-control isn't just about controlling yourself from, sexual immorality, controlling yourself from stealing, from killing, and stuff like that. Self-control even boils down to time management. Self-control boils down to discipline. If you abandon those books and you decide that you want to spend the whole of your mornings, your productive time, talking to your boyfriend, you lack self-control. It's not just in the bad extreme things. The day I discovered that, I was wowed. I was like, oh my goodness. And I used to feel like I have self-control. I realized that in so many areas of my life, I had no self-control. And I began to work on that. So self-control is literally controlling yourself in anything. If you decide that by 10 p.m. I'm going to study my books, and by 10 p.m. you're scrolling on your phone or you're on your phone with your boyfriend, you lack self-control. That's the fact. And the truth is, we will always grow. We will always grow and evolve. It's not like you have to get to that perfect level where in everything you're strict. No, I know. Sometimes you want to have the extra time, but it shouldn't be a habit, okay? Self-control.